Today, we are becoming obsessed with doing the unnecessary thing just because you feel like it. And even when you're overthinking, welcome to another episode of Becoming Obsessed, another solo episode where I really take you behind the scenes on my life and journey to build a life that I'm obsessed with. This episode, especially, feels a little bit more vulnerable in a way, but it's really just a story of being proud and happy of my growth, of the way that I am showing up in life, even when my brain is telling me differently or questioning my actions. And that sometimes when you feel like doing something, even if you don't have a good reason to, and even if you're questioning all of your reasons, do it anyway, and it might be the best thing you did all day. All right, let's just get into it.
There is nothing better than the girls and making friends with the girls. Have really had to shift my perspective in the last handful of years, because when I would go out to a bar or get cute to go out of the house, it was so male focused. Not every single time, but the majority of the time, going out to a bar was more about meeting males, traveling, so male focused. And I was never like, oh, I don't get along with women, but I definitely was a little like, I get along with men better. And I just am beaming right now because I'm in a hotel. I have been in the hotel room for a few days, like went to the pool, went to the restaurant, like did stuff by myself. But tonight I went on a walk and then I was like, I need to do something. Let me put a little bit of blush on, some mascara, some jeans. Let me look cute and cozy. Take myself a book, reading Tori Dunlap currently. Financial Feminist. Kind of felt like I was virtue signaling and I'm here for it. But just like went to the hotel bar with a book, got a glass of wine. Could have done that in sweats, but I kind of want to feel cute. And then in my head, there's this whole narrative of why am I going to the hotel bar looking cute, reading a book, if it's not for what my old habits were of like male attention. And I asked myself the question, do I want to do this? Why am I getting cute to go down there and sit? Why am I not reading in the room? But that's where you just listen to your intuition and what you actually want, and you try not to judge it. But that doesn't mean you can't ask yourself questions to understand it. And I know for a fact that if I sat in the room, I would just feel kind of claustrophobic. I probably wouldn't be reading a book. I would probably be scrolling on my phone or watching a movie like I've already done today. And I needed a change of scenery. I wanted to get dolled up a little bit. I wanted to feel like I was putting myself together for a reason. I wanted to make the glass of wine a ritual. I've been really cutting back on drinking at all. I got into this habit of almost having a drink, even if it wasn't like multiple drinks, but a drink a lot more often. And I've been turning that down a lot. And so it was this big decision to even have a glass of wine. And it's so funny because if you saw me sitting there, one, you might be like, okay, why is this girl like sitting in a bar reading, a hotel bar reading, like by the fire in Arizona? That's kind of weird. Again, whatever, think what you want. Or you might just like literally not notice, not glance, not think anything of it, when so much went into this decision. So many thoughts of, it's so dumb to do that. It's pointless to do that. Why do I even want to do that? But it was just what I was feeling. It was what I was thinking about doing. Get a little cute, like didn't do full glam because who wants to take that off for like an hour at the bar? Put a little blush on, put mascara on, put my new jeans that I thrifted on, took my book that I wanted to read that I haven't been because I've been doom scrolling, got myself a glass of wine and made it a ritual. Got myself out of my normal daily habit that I was doing today, which to be honest, I was just dooming too much. I watched like 2 movies today just to try to get myself to stop dooming and to do work. It was just one of those days. And I didn't want to sit and dwell on that. I didn't want to judge that, but I also wanted to change it. So I went on a walk. I didn't feel like going on a walk. I walked super slow on a nature trail. It was beautiful to just have that time. Again, not on my phone. And then I went to the bar. And this is why I hit play on this podcast recording, is because it literally was beaming. Like I'm beaming because I sat by the fire reading my book, yes, with my little glass of wine, some Sauv, and I was sitting there for probably a couple hours, probably an hour by myself. And then I heard the bartenders, they were moving chairs and talking about how the crowd was about to come. It was about to get crazy. And there was a conference that all came down there. And this woman ended up just sitting by me. There was kind of like 4 individual chairs organized together by the fire. And so this girl sat next to me. She was on her phone, whatever, all good. I was just reading my book, and then she started talking to somebody else, and I just kind of jumped in because that's who I am. And so I'm talking to these 2 women, and then me and this woman just start chatting about motherhood. She tells me her birthing story, about her experience as a mom of a 6-month-old and how she's in this conference states away. Turns out she lives in a place I was just last week, so that was a fun little connection. And she literally was like, I should probably get back to engaging with the people at this conference I'm at, but this was so refreshing. Like, this was such a break from the ordinary, from the mundane, from what you expect, and just that little burst of something unexpected that is really joyful, that is really fun, that is just feels really good for your soul. 2 women connecting over the experience of being a woman and just seeing each other. Honestly, that was what it felt like, is just like, I see you as a mom of a 6-month-old. I bet it's really hard to be here. I bet you're really thinking through so many things, experiencing so many new things, and just being able to have a conversation about it was really fun. And then there was this other woman who had this really cool blazer on. It was a sleeveless blazer, except the shoulders were this very structured frill that was sticking up. It was really cool, really structured, really modern. And I had seen her a couple times popping in and out, and she was like on the phone or other things, and I didn't want to interrupt her. And so on my way out, as I was coming back up to my room, I literally tapped her on the arm, and I was like, I have to say, I'm obsessed. I love this. Like, this is so cute. And she was beaming. Like, she was like, finally somebody who gets it. This conference is like 90% men. And it just felt like it made her night. Like, she gave me a big hug. I don't even know her. I literally was just like, girl, I love your top. And she gave me a big hug. That is what being for the girls is. I, at some points in my life, would have gone to the bar, not even giving thoughts to the women there, because I was so consumed by wanting attention, wanting free drinks, wanting whatever it is that you're searching for. And if that's where you're at, I'm not judging that, but I'm just beaming. I'm really happy. My heart is singing at the change and the evolution that I've been able to go through. And yes, I'm in a relationship, so part of it is I literally don't want to talk to any men there because I don't care. But also, I didn't let that stop me from going down there and doing what I thought would make me feel a little bit more joyful, take me out of the mundane, and in doing so, had these 2 fun moments with 2 other women, just being able to show them that I see them and that they see me. I love it, guys. I'm for the girlies. That just made my heart so happy. All right, y'all. Well, let's go get obsessed.